Coach, we are ready whenever you are.
All right. Good afternoon. Hope all is well with everyone. What a great opportunity to have host the AFC Championship game here in a row for the fourth consecutive season. On top of that, what a great game, a historical game that just took place that we had an opportunity to see. Shout out to the fans in the Kingdom. I thought they did a hell of a job. With that said, I'm all ears.
Let's go first to James Palmer. Go ahead, James.
What's up, BB? I'm curious. You know everything there is to know about running with the football. What makes your quarterback so good when he has the football in his hands and he passes the line of scrimmage and he runs with it? What traits does he have that work so well as a rusher?
Well, you know what? First of all, he does a great job of seeing the entire picture. So he has a great feel based on coverage. If a team is playing some type of 22-man or some type of 11 bracket double, if he feels that there's nothing there and he has some space available, he'll slide his hips through and just make it happen in space. The thing that I love about him is that he's utilizing the slide technique, to perfection. So he's getting what he can and sliding and getting himself down. That's the key.
Let's go next to Darren Smith. Go ahead, Darren.
Hey, Brad, I have a follow-up if possible. Speaking of running, Patrick running, the 3rd and 1 play that you all had when you were up 23-21 that you decided to send Pat out to the slide and you lost yardage on that play. Is the play calling as such that you won't do a quarterback sneak on something like that any longer due to what happened in Denver a couple years ago? And then I have a follow-up.
Nah, here's the thing. That was just one of those plays that we designed, and obviously they got us. It was simple, Darren. They did a heck of a job defensively. We didn't execute, so we lined up and we played the next play. That's all.
Okay, and then the other question is, you're coaching in your 4th straight AFC Championship game with a chance to go to your 3rd straight Super Bowl and perhaps win your 2nd Super Bowl championship. What else do you need to do to enhance your to enhance your resume that will keep you from being here next year instead of being a head coach somewhere else?
Well, here's the thing, Darren. First of all, it's a great question, and thank you for asking that. The thing I'm focused on is just making sure that we take care of today. And to piggyback off of that, one thing that I always talk to our guys about is just living in the moment, all right? It's the reason why we had an opportunity to win that game last week, because we lived in the moment. There wasn't a doubt that we couldn't get it done because everybody lived in that moment. So right now, Darren, to answer your question, I'm just living in the moment. Okay. The only thing that we can take care of are the things that we can control. And today I thought our guys went out there and did a heck of a job on a Thursday practice. So now we're going to take a look at film and go from there. And then we'll focus on tomorrow when that happens. But other than that, I'm just glad to be a part of this organization and what we've done and what we've accomplished so far.
Thanks to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Eric, hope you're doing well. It seemed like, obviously, you're the guy with the headset. So for those last 13 seconds, can you give us an indication of how many voices are coming into you in a situation like that?
You know what? It's not as bad as it would be throughout the course of the game. In that particular situation, we knew exactly what we wanted to do. That first particular play that we called, obviously, it was a design play. Tyreek did a heck of a job getting what he can. Trav did a heck of a job of blocking for him. And we got plus yardage on there. Then obviously with the unique design of what took place between Pat and Kels, that's just chemistry in the making. And those guys saw something, they took advantage of it. And you love exactly what they bring to the table. And that's the type of chemistry that you want. Give those guys the freedom to make plus plays and put us in a situation where we can win. But as far as the headsets are concerned, that was probably the calmest that it's been, because you guys have to understand, we rehearse this stuff all the time. We spend an enormous amount of time doing the off season, doing training camp. And on top of that, we spend a lot of time talking through it, whether I'm talking through it on Friday or Joe Blameyer is putting together his 2-minute videos and just basically taking us through every possible scenario that we can go through on a weekly basis.
Let's go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Eric, you talked about giving Pat and Kelsey the freedom to maybe improvise a little bit there. What's your advice for them in those situations when they do that, other than make sure it works?
I think that was it. Make sure it works. And here's the thing. I'll say this. First of all, we felt we had a great play design for that particular situation. I know when they called timeout, those two exchanged some words. And then Pat had mentioned something to me, and I was like, okay, here we go. So, and the thing about it, on the field, you can hear Pat yelling, do it, do it, do it. And you knew exactly what he was talking about, because the way the defense had unfolded, we knew we were going to have an opportunity to make that play, and they made it happen. Like I said, credit to them. I thought they did a heck of a job, and it was great because it put us in position to have a chance. All right. And Bucker comes out and he's at his best when his best is needed. And what a great team victory, and what a historical event to be a part of. But the thing about it, our guys do a great job of locking into those situations. Our coaching staff, we have trained for a long period of time because Coach Reed has conditioned us. Most games are lost than won. It is our job when we're placed in those situations to find a way to win.
Take three more, going right down the line, starting with Pete Sweeney. Good, Pete.
Hey, Coach, another just question about the 13-second thing. We had asked the players about this, and McCole Hardman compared the constant rehearsals to changing a diaper and how you just kind of got to get through it. How do you motivate these guys to want to do it? And was there kind of a, look, I told you so type of moment maybe this week?
Not at all. Not at all. But here's the thing. Those guys, they may say it's like white watching shit paint dry on the walls each and every week. But the thing is, we want them to make sure that they have a complete understanding of every situation, because when you're presented with that situation, how are you going to handle it? Okay. I thought our guys did a great job of just being poised under pressure. And so if you looked at us and you took a complete shot what was taking place on that sideline, guys were like, listen, let's go win this game. Let's go win it. Everybody had a calm demeanor, and our guys just went out there and played at a level of confidence, and they got done what we needed to get done.
Last two, Sarin and then Herbie. Go ahead, Sarin.
Coach, talking about the 3rd-and-1 play, the option, you guys have had a lot of success, right, on that short yardage with Blake Bell, and whether it's the sneak or different things. I'm just curious, does that an install you guys start at training camp and you build throughout, or is it something that each week, you drop it in at that moment, right? Is there a package that there's 25 plays for that and you guys have been on it since the summer, or is that each week you kind of reintroduce it?
It's a package, but I will say this: we try and put our guys in the best situations, and we try and basically strategically plan it out when we can utilize it, to be at our best. Obviously, great job by Buffalo. They did a heck of a job of stopping the play, and obviously, when it works, it's a great play. When it doesn't work, it's a boo play. So obviously, credit to Buffalo. We should have did a better job, and we'll keep it moving.
We'll ask to Herbie Tiopi. Go, Herbie.
Hey, Coach, I do have a 13-second type question as well. You're an emotional kind of guy. You wear your emotions on the sleeve, and you mentioned that you were calm, but when did you allow it to come out when you realized what had happened?
In the locker room. So
what did you do?
We just had fun. We celebrated the 13 seconds. There's a lot you can get done. I probably celebrated for 13 seconds. I don't know. But the emotions came out during that time. But and the thing about it, Herbie, like I said, we talked through this. These are the defining moments that help define a coaching staff. But on top of that, it helps to make sure that your players are ready. And not just the players, but your coaches as well. And we were calm. Our guys knew exactly what we wanted to do. They knew exactly what needed to be done, and they got it done. So it wasn't by chance that it happened. It's because we've rehearsed it over and over and over again. And that's why you practice. That's why you meet. Those are the things that happens on game day, because you've done that. You've been there before. And this is why I love what we do and the guys that we have in that locker room, because yes, although they may say it's like watching paint dry or changing a diaper, those guys understand all the necessary scenarios that they need to have in their tool belt to help them to go be at their best when their best is needed.
Coach EB, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys.